Hi there. Today we're going to talk about introduction to driving and what driving actually is. I'm sure that some of you have seen horses pulling for the weight, or a parade with carriage horses in it, or maybe even if you're very, very lucky, you have seen some combined driving on the television. That, just let me say here, is what I have always done. You can drive for pleasure. Just put your horse to and drive around the roads. It is fabulous. You can stop and visit a friend. You can drive in a trotter race. I'm sure many of you have seen that. That if you like speed, probably there's nothing better when if you like driving. You can drive in a parade, as I mentioned before, or you can drive in a competition. For driving, there are basically two types of competition. There's pleasure driving, and there's something called combined driving. Pleasure driving is around a ring, and you do 3 trots and a walk and a back.
Good boy.
If you do something called combined driving, there's the fun, at least in my mind. Combined driving consists of 3 phases.
Yeah.
You do dressage, just like they do when they ride. You do cross country, and instead of jumping cross country, you do something, you have to maneuver hazards. And then you do cones. That's your 3rd phase. And the 3rd phase consists of driving through pairs of cones for accuracy and speed. I'll show you some of the carriages that we have that I wish I had some of the bigger carriages because they're quite spectacular. A 4-in-hand can pull something called a coach or a brake, and you can put a lot of people on it. But what I've been involved in, I only take 1 other person at any time. Now, for your dressage and your cones, you use this type of carriage. It's a bit more dressy, and you have a lap robe, which you must have. You must wear gloves, you must have a hat, and you use a whip. The whip is only for making sure that the animal goes where they're supposed to. It is never, ever used to reprimand. You can also use this type of carriage going down the road because it is simple and it's quite comfortable. This type of carriage also comes with shafts. These are your shafts, and the shafts go straight back. It's called a Meadowbrook, which I am sure many of you have heard of. That carriage is really, really uncomfortable. This one has the shafts that bend and go down and makes the carriage ride much smoother. Another carriage that you can use going down the road is this carriage. This is also the carriage that I've always used for the marathon. It's sturdy, it's made of steel, it has brakes, and it goes very fast. You put a person on the back to give you stability and also to move it up.